just getting going here. Give me a second, guys. Okay, I think that's all the settings ready. And we are live. All right, we've got a few people joining. Good evening, guys. Today is Friday. I always get this wrong, September 4th. It is 6 p.m. And I'm not sure what the temperature is, but I think it's pretty breezy out here. We are looking at, well, that's nice. My watch doesn't want to tell me. I think somewhere around 22, 23 degrees. That was a GO train that just whizzed by. Just waiting for a few more people to jump on, then we'll start moving around. According to this, there's only 3 people watching right now. 2. Maybe the quality's bad. Let me check it. Hey, Vera. Yes, it is a beautiful day. Can you let me know how the quality is right now? Because I didn't have the strongest signal in this area. Oh, I think it's okay. Check it. Hey, Vera. So I'm currently just playing with some pigeons, waiting for some more people to join in. We got 5 people. Once we get into double digits, I'll start moving here. I'm currently in Parkdale, just at the very western edge of Queen Street West, and that's where it becomes the Queensway, and this is where the start of King Street West is. And these are my bird friends. Thank you. What's up, Alex? Greetings and good evening. That's a look over Lake Ontario and the railway tracks. A few trains just screamed by. We are almost at 10 people. How's it going tonight, Alex? I'm planning on, hey Mark, how are you? I'm planning on just heading down Queen Street West, and then I'll probably find my way into downtown, and then I still have some videos to record. So after this live stream, I'll pull out the other camera. I hope you're having a good evening, or I guess it's morning down under where you are. All right, maybe we'll just start moving. I was gonna wait for there to be a few more people. School next week. Well, at least there is a school to go to. You might hear people refer to this area as being a bit sketched out, but I don't really think that's the case. I featured it in some videos before. That's a look east down King Street West. This is right where King Street West and Queen Street West start. What's up, Andrew? What's up? Have you ridden Tommy Thompson? No, I haven't, Brandon, because the bridge was closed this week. I didn't want to go there if the bridge wasn't open, so I decided to hold off. Hey, Deborah. Breakfast time in Melbourne. What's for breakfast, Mark? I've had that Burrito Boys many a times, usually after I finish walks in this area. That's one of the places I go to. Greetings, Mike. Hey, KJ. Now we're getting some people joining in. For the first 5 minutes, this stream was quite dead, but we've got some life now. So let's start heading down Queen. Abhishek, relatively dead, yeah. Yeah, Brandon, it said it was closed I think it's closed Monday to Friday. I would check the Tommy Thompson website. Familiar people coming on the chat. Yeah, we seem to have some regulars. Boats. Greetings in Texas. Greetings, Paneet and Peter. I think Mr. Ayua Izmi, or whoever he is about to not be allowed to participate in the chat. Goodbye, sir. Let's keep the negative comments to a minimum. Hello, Dave. Hello, Constance. Stumbles, are we going to streetcars? We're going to be walking by streetcars. I'm on the south side of Queen. Please smile for the camera. That sun's way too bad. Wait till we're in a more shaded spot. I'm on the brighter side of the street. I just thought the lighting would be better over here. I don't know, Apple. I'm hoping that I can record a waterfront walk at the end of this stream, because the stream I recorded from there was quite popular, so maybe that'll be tomorrow's video. I was lazy and did nothing all day. I just watched some Netflix and Prime. Mona! Haven't seen Mona in a while. How's it going in Saskatchewan? Good evening to everyone who just said hi. Sorry if I missed a few messages. Right now, Dave, I'm just heading east along Queen Street. This isn't an area I've streamed yet before. And the other side of the street has a bit more going on than this side. Here we have some rare houses. You don't normally see this on Queen Street West. Good evening, Jeanette. Country brand was superior, or country style. I saw your comment on Instagram, Jeanette, that you'll have to research condos in Toronto. Hey, Ross Romes. I don't know if you've seen my Parkdale video, but this area is also known as Little Tibet. There's a very heavy Tibet presence. I don't know how to say that properly for some reason. I guess people of Tibetan descent reside in this area. John, we are in Parkdale / Little Tibet. I hope so, Daryl. Hopefully YouTube doesn't delete them all. Are you going to take us up the CN Tower? No, I am not, Red Robin. Susan, it's supposed to be a cold night, but it's actually pretty good. Bay and King, 52nd floor. I used to work very near there. I have not, Brandon. It said it was 22, but it feels more like mid-20s right now. It really has a lot to do with the sun is peeking out or not. Good evening, Nikki. It hasn't been that humid here this summer. That's one of the few good things to come out of this summer. Kiwan, what park? We can swing by Trinity Bellwoods when we get there. I'm actually wearing jeans for the first time since probably May. Puneet, I've been reached out to so far, but so far nothing that's seemed like a good fit. Where's the people, Susan? That's a good question. Thank you, apples. It's an interesting character across the street there. Let's see your jeans. That's got to be a weird request. Maybe we'll fulfill that for Deborah. Jeans. There you go, jeans. Wasn't that very exciting? That was the most exhilarating thing I've ever done on this channel. Oh, we're almost at Lansdowne, Alex. That's right around where Jameson Avenue begins. Good afternoon, Holly. Sandra, hello. Sorry, Deborah. That's you might have to get one of the other Toronto walkers to film me from behind if that's what you're after. Which old building, Mona? Oh, greetings, Wing. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Oh, I passed it already? Sorry guys, there's a ton of glare hitting my screen right now, so I can't always see all the chats. Plus I'm trying not to trip over people and things. Mike, long weekend? I don't think so. That's a look south down Jameson Avenue. Tonight feels more like a Popeyes night, Peter. And I'm glad Marcus isn't here because he's going to kill me, because after the last live stream, I promised him I wouldn't go to A&W or Popeyes, but I went to A&W. That's a good point, Sir Unbox a lot. I've never actually known of Toronto to have a pickpocketing problem. I thought that was more of a European thing. Popeyes or Jane, that's not even a question. I'm insulted you asked. And you didn't share some with me, Jeanette? That's not nice. I hope you enjoyed it. Guys, I did not even know this was a long weekend. So I guess that tells you what my plans are. Rocky, thank you, Rocky. It's very nice of you, Rocky. It is indeed Labor Day. I guess that's when the CNE would normally be finishing up this weekend and school starting next week. Greetings, Marie. I just want to take a look at one of my favorite restaurants in the area. If you're ever in this area, I can't recommend this place enough. What's up, Uncle Sam? Key one. Awesome. Thanks for dropping in. The name of the restaurant is Loga's Corner. It's a Tibetan momo restaurant. Momo's like a dumpling style food.
It was a gimmick to get people in, bro. It was like free beer.
Jeanette. Why are you so kind to me, Jeanette? Oh, I appreciate it. You just got me more than a Popeye sandwich. Mona, have a good night. Enjoy the weather in Saskatchewan. I'm thinking what's for dinner tonight, Jeanette. We might just be upgrading from Popeyes.
I did that shit.
Mike Landry. Thank you, Mike. I've been seeing some of your East Coast pictures pop up on Instagram. They're quite good. Keep those coming. Where are we going? Transwave. That's a good question. We are going downtown, and then I have some videos to record because I have nothing on deck for tomorrow. I have not. Peter, do you have Chico rolls? Not aware of what that even is. Oh, someone's having a spazzy attack behind me. I hope the microphone's not picking that up. There's a public art space. Not sure if this gallery's opened up yet. There's a lot of sidewalk restaurants over there. I've always recorded the north side of Queen Street West for some reason in this part. I can't ever recall recording this side unless it was on my bicycle, so if you're wondering why I'm walking on this side, Susan, you're a big Dollarama fan? There's the Parkdale Library. I think it's a community office as well. What's the best hotel to get beside the CN Tower? I don't know. There's a lot of hotels in that area. Maybe the Ritz-Carlton? Deborah Hampson. There's a name I recognize. How's it going, Deborah? How's the big W? How far away? We're probably a solid 35-40 minute power walk from the CN Tower. That's true, AG. There is a Marriott at the Rogers Center. Oh, sorry, Alex. Yes, we passed Lansdowne when I went down and looked at Loga's Corner. All right, Rocky, have yourself a good night. Oh, good morning in Korea. Thank you. 안녕하세요. Thank you. Thank you is 고맙습니다. So we're about to go by one of my favorite bars in the area, the Rhino. That's a good recommendation, John. Jeanette, I think it was Vogue magazine that ranked Queen Street West, or Queen West, or West Queen West, one of the coolest neighborhoods in the world. There's a look at the Rhino. And once we go under this bridge, we'll no longer be in Parkdale.
That's the person I'm looking for. Yeah, baby. You.
Some interesting conversations going on. I'm not sure how well you guys can hear them. It's probably for the better if you can't. That's true, Wilson. Well, Vera, we should be getting to the Rivoli at some point. I'd say an ETA of about 25 minutes. This is Dufferin Street, so you could take this south down to the CNE where there is no national exhibition this year. What's after the bridge would be West Queen West, Wendy. Liberty Village would be a few blocks to the south on King Street West. Well, John, Harvard Village is an excellent place. I would have no problems living there. And I would probably agree with you on that. Oh, something smells really good right here. I look behind me, but it's directly into the sun. Look at that. Yikes. Red Robin, I think Mike Landry can confirm that. Traveler, don't know. I think it's likely there will be an uptick in COVID cases, but whether or not it'll constitute a full-blown second wave is anyone's guess. Go on, Dufferin. We are heading downtown. Sorry, Wendy, I'll do Liberty Village and another live stream. We'll do Liberty Village and King West. I haven't spent too much time in Waterloo, John, but I certainly think that's a good decision to move back to Toronto if you miss it. There's the Gladstone Hotel. Every room in that hotel has a different theme. Just make sure you're not staying in the janitor's closet room. I don't think you're getting your money's worth in that one. There's a Freshco and a Metro just on that side. Weedy, I don't really think so. Go get a pint. Once I get home, Jimiz, I'll pick up some food, and then I typically hit the balcony and have a beer. Just my after walking wind down. Peter, thank you. All right, we're getting an extra thigh from Popeyes, courtesy of Peter. I'll have to do a live stream one of these days once I have my food, just as proof to you guys that that is in fact what's going on. Oh, I've never actually been in here. Let's take a look in this condo area. This is a pretty new development. Oop. It's kind of a sterile, generic space, but I guess it does the trick. Liam, it's apparently 22, but it feels a bit warmer than that. Susan, I live in Midtown, so it took me about 40 minutes to get here by transit, a little longer. But hopefully I'm going to get 3 videos out of this trip, because I plan on filming 1 or 2 after this. Mike, that's almost tragic if you guys don't have a Popeyes on the East Coast.
It's already decided. You like whatever you do.
There's a lot of sidewalk patios on that side of the street. Zach, what's up? Sorry if I don't answer some of your questions, guys, but sometimes you're just asked the same question 20 times. You can only answer it so many times. Where's Midtown? Midtown would be generally in between Bathurst and Yonge Street, or probably Mount Pleasant, and north of St. Clair. The center of Midtown is often considered Yonge and Eglinton. That's where I live. We will be near the old insane asylum at some point. There's the Drake Hotel. Indeed, Transwave, not many Burger Kings. There used to be one, or no, there is one in the Path Network around First Canadian Place. And this is kind of a new residential space that's just opened up. Indeed it does, John. If you ever see Toronto from an aerial map, it's quite green.
Hey, thanks again.
Yeah, Jack, unfortunately you can't really recognize it as that anymore. You'd have to go down to Lakeshore, to the Humber College campus if you want to see what a real old insane asylum looks like. This is a cafe and a bar and a theater too. And currently right now it is none of those things. Let's see how the lighting looks and see how bad my hair is right now. Greetings, Haunting Live. Alex, what's for dinner tonight? Thanks, guys. Avoid pizza. Definitely avoid pizza slices. Unless you like cardboard. That's a good question, Wayne. I couldn't even tell you. I tend to buy just what's on sale. That's a good call, Steven. Bar Poet. I'm not familiar with this place. Looks kind of cool. John, I did not know that. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, that's, I thought this was a plaque commemorating the old Queen Street Psychiatric Hospital, but nope. And I think this might be it here, the Cam H facility. So this is where the old insane asylum used to be. I might be wrong about that. Paul Garfinkel Park. Transwave, I missed it. What word? It's the Crisis and Critical Care building on the right. It's an unpaid patients. Oh. There's a place called the Pot Empire, Queen of Bud. I'm on the east. I'm on the south side of Queen Pontoon. But soon, when we get to Trinity, I think I'll head over to the north side. It's certainly very quiet out here tonight, especially for a Friday. Caledonia Road? Nope, not tonight. Time lapse. That's exactly why I chose going in this direction. Pretty much as soon as you get to like 2 or 3 p.m., you want to be walking east in Toronto, not west. John, I think that'll be an impossible task unless you're getting a room in a shared space of some sort. Okay, I'm going to cross over to the north side. This is Ossington Avenue here. It's one of the most popular streets among the so-called hipster crowd. But I'll be sticking to Queen Street. I don't think they'll crush that much, John. If they crushed that much, I think you would see a lot of investors swooping in and speculating on properties. I don't think they would ever get that low. All right, we are 18 shy from 200 people tonight. Still well off the record of almost 500 from a few nights ago, but I'll take it. Thank you to everyone who has tuned in. And apparently when you're a YouTuber, you're supposed to ask people to subscribe to your channel. I don't really do that, but we'll take this chance. If you'd like to support me, please go ahead and subscribe. I also have another channel, which you could probably find in the links. Yeah, that Starbucks is gone. There will be competing cocktail stores coming up here, and I think the neighbors, or they quite dislike one another. So on the left we have the Cocktail Emporium, and on the right their bitter rival, the Cocktail Academy, I think this one's called. And I think they are literally feuding with each other. I think there is World Traveler, but like anything, it's not really enforced. So we're coming up on Trinity Bellwoods in a few minutes. Small basement in Brampton for $14.50 a month. Yikes. I'm not going to tell you guys what I pay, but for a good unit in a high-rise, it's less than that. I'm quite happy with it. Of course, rent control and taking over a long-term tenant's lease certainly help. And this is Shaw Street. It's got bicycle lanes. It's a nice north to south route if you're cutting through the city. And here's where my old network provider, Freedom, always struggled, in this part of Queen West. Weedy, I've been in my place since 2015, but I took over from someone who had been there for 8 years. And what happened was they didn't want to give their 60 days notice. They wanted to leave right away. So to get around having to pay for their last 2 months, they did a lease transfer to me. So the building didn't get its increase. And I took over a pretty low rent on a very nice place. I don't know, Jack, that's a tough question. I often recommend Davisville to people. Have you ever worn shorts and a parka? No, I haven't, Red Robin. Thanks, David. Have a good night. All right, it's a bit more shaded on this side of the street, but it'll be worth it when we get to the park. Oh, Weedy, I'm not leaving. Trust me, everyone I know, I have by far the lowest rent for where I'm staying. It's almost unfair. I can't disagree with that, Brandon. But that's not exactly a nice thing to say. It's one of those things that's funny because it's probably true. Spruce, you're welcome. All right, and we are now at Trinity Bellwoods Park, which is a bit shocking to see it like this, to be honest with you. There's just tents everywhere you look in this place. I don't know about family talk. There's the entrance to Trinity Bellwoods Park. This is actually where Trinity College at the University of Toronto got its start. There's also a bridge buried to the north from here. There's a big dog bowl, which is good for tobogganing and stuff in the winter. But my gimbal just had a mind of its own. Time lapse, that would be correct. Yeah, since COVID happened, we've had a lot of tent communities pop up in various parks. And I think the city's just playing whack-a-mole with them because they seem to disappear and then pop up. And there's always bicycles of dubious origin in plain sight. You can see they've got quite a setup in there. Good evening, Susan. But it seems as if the tents are mostly on the perimeters of the park, because it looks to be business as usual. It is Michael. And this street, this path is quite famous for its cherry blossoms. Of course, there's only a week or so of the year where they're worth really seeing. Greetings, Luann. That's a good question, Jack. I know there have been some, but I don't think commercial tenants have much in the way of protection, unfortunately. You can see the CN Tower in the background. Hey, Jesse, greetings. RV, PH. Bonjour in France. When do the leaves start to change color? I think probably late September, October. I'll be definitely doing a walk through the Beltline Trail and maybe even High Park once the leaves start to change. Oh, greetings in Orlando, Shane. Got a few people from Florida watching right now. Constance, this is nothing. I'll be doing a few walks tonight after this. Well, Jeanette, I'll do my best to capture that for you. Well, I don't think we're inside the Sky Dome. Vera, I have read about that. It's quite interesting. Jesse, I have not. I've been waiting for a visitor from out of town who wants to go. as an excuse to actually go, but I haven't had anyone up here who actually wants to go there yet. Greedy and Sully's. What was that line for? I don't know. Sanko is. It's like a Japanese style general store, I guess you could call it. There's anthropology. Hey Helton, good evening in Brazil. That is Euclid Avenue. You could take that up to the annex, or actually Koreatown would be more correct. There's the old Nando's location. The Nando's over in Greektown also closed down. A bit sad to see. This is Palmerston Avenue. I just gotta check something, guys. 2-second pit stop here. Get a look at north of Brooklyn. I'll give you a view of my unofficial channel sponsor.
No, no. But yeah, so we'll try to find it.
Ricardo, it is not, unfortunately. It would normally be quite a bit busier. We're still very much in the midst of a pandemic based on the traffic volumes. I think there's a lot of people that would be in town from the 905 areas, especially on a Friday night, that aren't bothering to come in anymore. Plus, it's still kind of the end of summer, so we don't have all the tourist traffic. That sounds good, John, but I've already set my sights on Popeyes tonight. And we've just broken the 1 hour mark. And the street is Bathurst. So once we cross this next intersection, we'll be officially in downtown Toronto. The building at the northwest corner here is always interesting, and probably not in a good way. What do you usually order at Popeyes? I usually just get a 3-piece, Mike. 3-piece and fries. And I tend to have a coleslaw on the side. Jan, yes we are. We're on Queen West and Bathurst. I've just crossed back over to the south side of Queen. Greetings, Mark. Maybe I'll detour down Graffiti Alley for a block.
See
I think she's
Are you taking her home, Eric?
Yep, there's a Loblaws coming up just on the right. All right, Mark, we'll see ya. Ooh, we're up. I didn't notice we're over 200 people now. Sweet. I recently met someone down here for a Kijiji transaction. I had to ride my bike down here. Ooh, dude, I think we have a supercar sighting. Oh, greetings, Jamie. It's like a matte red finish Ferrari. That's interesting. Let's go take a look at that thing. That's kind of interesting. And this is Portland Street, so I could jump into Graffiti Alley here. I think I'll just wait another block and then we'll head in. Jesse, good call. I couldn't have told you the model on that. I'm assuming that was a custom finish on it. Oh, greetings in Morocco. I haven't had a Moroccan sandwich in a while. Good evening, Sahil. Oh, hey, Mike. You're just across the pond from here then, Rochester. There used to be a ferry that went back and forth between Toronto and Rochester. A brief failed experiment. You're welcome, Jose. We're going to take a brief detour here and just head down part of Graffiti Alley. Maybe just half a block or so. Wendy, I did that several times in the 90s. Never.
Great occasion. On the road. On the road.
Never in the 80s, unfortunately. But the days of Speaker's Corner and when Much Music would actually have big events going on. There was the Electric Circus some nights. I remember seeing the Smashing Pumpkins play in the parking lot there. That was pretty cool.
Are you weird? No, wait, just grip it yourself. You need the Xbox handset to grab that.
Alright, maybe I'll do half a more block on Graffiti Alley. I will be back here to do a proper video through here, Jeanette. And I came through here in the winter, but it was a bit on the icy side. You wouldn't walk here alone, Constance? This is kind of in every tourist map of the city of Toronto. It's, I think, a very safe place. Even at all hours, you'll find people here with cameras. You're scared. Yeah, Mike, that Sam the Record Man sign is actually in Dundas Square right now. All right, thank you. And now we'll head back up to Queen Street. You're welcome. This is probably the most photographed part of Graffiti Alley. This little street right here, or alley, whatever you want to call it. You're welcome, Wilson. I'll come by here with the camera and record this in 4K at some point. Again, if you want to see it in a little higher quality than the 720 live stream. You're welcome, Jeanette. Uh-oh, guys, I see something across the street. Maybe we have to end the stream. I think so, Vera. Do you guys see the potential stream ending establishment across the street? Look at that. I think Mike Landry just got a little jealous when he saw that. But I'll be probably going to the Yonge and Eglinton one. Does it take long to upload it for? It takes me about 4 or 5 hours, World Traveler, to upload a 45-minute video or so. I just do it overnight. All right, we'll head over to the north side. It's a little more interesting to walk on that side. This is Spadina, so just to the north of here is Chinatown. Today is the Cajun Poutine Special. That might be worth exploring, although it's kind of their other pieces I'm craving right now. Good evening, Aaron. Constance, it is. McDonald's coffee is a great value. That's the Horseshoe Tavern on the left. They actually don't have a kitchen, so it opens up inside to A&W. That's kind of a neat feature. At least during their live shows, that's the case. The Popeyes was the best part. I don't know. Someone was talking the other day that they worked at a Holy Chuck, and I would say their hamburgers are excellent.
Si je la connaissais pas,
Do you like Harvey's? I do like Harvey's. There's just not so many of them anymore. There's the Rivoli, where I had my first ever date when I was 16. I mentioned that before. It's also the first bar or restaurant to ever serve me a beer without checking my ID when I was underage. So whoever that server was, thank you. And Club Monaco used to be on the other side of the street. Way back when, if you can remember. That used to be a Gap. Jeanette Burger's Priest is all right. I think it's a bit overrated, but I've never really complained when I've had it. DXT. That's one of the, I think that's the first rule of the chat, is thou shalt not disparage Popeyes. Weedy seems to be a Burger's Priest fan. I would say Holy Chuck puts it to shame. There's a look down Peter Street. That's the Sky Dome at the very end. We can zoom in. Another place with really, really good burgers is called the Stockyards. Up on St. Clair West. So it's funny you mentioned that, Weedy, because I would say the Stockyards not only has the best hamburgers, but they also have the best fried chicken I've had in Toronto. I know that's sacrilege, but that place is quite amazing. Oop, there we go, fully zoomed out. There's one of the oldest pubs in Toronto, the Black Bull. Oh, Vase knows what's up. Ravi, your name is Sharon S, yet your screen name is Ravi. Hoops is still around, Peter. Their Yonge Street one is gone, but there's one down in the South Core district on Bremner, I believe. I think it's about time to head over to the other side of the street. We'll go by the old Much Music City TV building. You remember the Silver Snail? I do, Ron, but I have never been. I was never really a comic book guy. This LCBO on the left used to be a Carl's Jr. Fun fact, I saw Mike Bullard in that Carl's Jr. I used to go to Carl's Jr. all the time. When I had a job in the financial district, I'd walk over here. I'm kind of sad that it went out of business and was failed because it was a pretty good fast food burger. Susan, former HMV, and then it became Carl's Jr., which is the same as Hardee's. They're both American franchises. And there used to be a Korean-Japanese place here on the left called Hosu. And they also had a location at Yonge and Eglinton. But now, Hosu is gone, unfortunately. Holy Cow Steakhouse. Harvey's is Canadian, but Hardee's is American. Hardee's is basically Carl's Jr. It's the same company, same menu pretty much. Yes, Deborah, Hosu is gone. Both Hosus are gone. Quite sadly. I've been to Quebec, but not really Vancouver time lapse, unless you count the airport. Here's the old Speaker's Corner. Take us to the party. That's the old City TV and Much Music building. Do you remember Music World? I do. And Susan, yes, I think they've tried to bring Ed the Sock back a few times. There's security right now keeping me out of the parking lot, but that used to be a City TV truck. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, John. There's the warehouse, known for its cheap, very cheap menu. That's why there's usually a very young crowd in there. There's a secret though, the portions are absolutely tiny, so you need 2 or 3 portions just to have a meal. And then you'll realize it wasn't so cheap. $5 super chat from MR. We'll be supersizing our Popeyes tonight. We're going to be heading west on King Street or Queen Street at least till we get to the Toronto sign and Nathan Phillips Square. Savage Garden, Susan. That's a name I haven't heard in a while. Hey, Kyle, Yushin, Kim. It has, Constance. We just went by the old condom shack, which is no longer there. Queen Mother's is excellent Thai food. Aaron, so I don't know about legit. I just always go to Messini whenever I'm in Greektown. All right, this is Simcoe Street. I haven't checked where my battery's at in a while. 50%, we're good. I need to use my phone to record audio on the walks I'm gonna do after this. So I need to have some juice left. There's Osgood subway station and University Avenue. So look north up University. Nanan, oh I can't, I'm trying to read that, Kyle. Nanan Jayu Ilom Itat. Sorry, I probably said that all wrong. But congrats on finishing your quarantine. Sorry, it's hard to read another language while you're holding a phone walking down the street. David, it takes a little over a gig an hour, so I have plenty of data for the month. I get 50 gigabytes of LTE, and I'm probably only going to use about 30 of it. Thanks, Kyle. If that was quarantine in Canada you just passed, welcome. I'm a free man. Mike Landry, thank you. It's going to be a good trip to Popeyes tonight. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in and super chatted, or not. Just everyone, thank you. And for being so well behaved in the chat. Kyle, are you in Toronto? Jayu equals freedom. David, I have a mask in my pocket which goes on when I go indoors. Outdoors, nope. So we've walked almost all of Queen Street West. the entire thing. I started at Parkdale on the very far east, or far west. It's an hour and 26. When I do this alone, this might take 40 minutes. Oh. You're not too far. Well, I hope you enjoy your newfound freedom, Kyle. Just in time for places to be open and worth exploring again. Let's go see how Nathan Phillips Square is doing. Moncton. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's neat, Kyle. You walk so fast, you're almost at Nathan Phillips. I'm walking pretty slow tonight, Weedy. I normally go much faster than this. Normally at this hour on a Friday, at the end of summer, this place would be very busy. KD Can, or KD, thank you for the super sticker. Big thank you to KD. That's Old City Hall straight ahead and the Eaton Center behind it. Well, Jen, it wouldn't be a skate rink right now anyways. Oop. Sorry, still struggling to control this thing. Sounds like there's some kind of I just want to get a view of the city from this side. There's a stage.
They're taking out, like, they're literally doing surgery on these people and taking out their organs. Yo, come and sign these petitions.
So look at the north end of the financial district. Did she just say Uyghurs? I thought it was Uyghur.
In the Jewish Holocaust. This is unacceptable. This is completely unacceptable.
I think she's protesting, although they don't have much of an audience. Jack, I think all protesters kind of come off like that. I'm not going to offer my 2 cents on that. We'll try to keep the politics out of this.
Every single one of you guys.
Alex, she is protesting the treatment of Uyghurs in the north of China, I think. Oh, it's her favorite singer. That guy is one of my favorite local Toronto singers. Rocky, I wouldn't disagree with you on that. Indeed, I usually see that guy in Dundas Square. Is that guy drunk? He's singing like that quite permanently. Oh, it's good to see all the street food vendors back. I haven't seen most of these ones here in a while. Thanks, Deborah. All right, just a few more blocks to go, and we've done the entire stretch of Queen Street West. Go challenge someone in chess. I don't know what I'm doing in chess. This is another supercar sighting. That's a look south down Bay Street. Thank you, Wing. Super chat from Wing. Thank you. Deborah. If you could dance to that, I think you could dance to anything, right? Ken, I think you're right on that. The Ken Continuum makes an appearance. Red Robin, I think that is incorrect. Yonge Street is not the longest street. The Guinness Book retracted that, I believe. Because for all these years they listed it as the longest street in the world and it wasn't. Have you ever been to Vancouver? I've been asked that question 100,000 times, so I'll repeat. I've been to the airport there. At least people aren't asking me how old I am every other minute this time. Picture. No, Ken, you said picture. You can't walk that back, buddy. It's already being quoted and framed and attributed to you. There's a look at Saks. Am I walking live every day? Probably 3-4 days a week. Do the QEW. What is the longest end? Well, you'll have to Google it yourself. I'm kind of walking around right now. All right, but I'm going to be turning south here at Yonge Street. I started my last walk. Actually, the last live stream I did started at Yonge Dundas and went north all the way up to Yonge and Eglinton. So I'm going to head down south here. And when I get to Union Station, I think we're going to end this because I got to pull out my other camera and record a walk for tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll do two. I'll do one for tomorrow morning and then I'll do one for Sunday morning. Then I can kind of take the weekend off. Wouldn't that be nice? Alex, that's my go-to hospital when I break a finger. So we are heading south on Yonge Street. What gear are you using right now? I'm just using an Osmo Mobile and a smartphone. All right, John, have a good night. I might stream tomorrow night, I'm not sure. I will for sure. Apparently it's a long weekend I didn't know about, so there'll definitely be at least one more stream this weekend. Kyle, no worries, man. Deborah, I hope so, but I don't have any videos. I try to post a video every day, and I have nothing. So maybe tonight I won't be so lazy, and I'll record a few. People always seem to be asking for night walks anyway. Surprise log weekends are the best. Well, they are when you're working an office job, that's for sure. Alex, what time is the Raptors game tomorrow? That's a good point. They do so. I kind of like doing the night walks quiet without the commentary, but the last one I did was like that, so maybe I'll just blabber on for the next few. Yep, we just went by an A&W. I used to go to that A&W when I worked in one of these towers. Deborah, you're still here? It's always nice to see people I know in the real world in the chats. No more tower life? Not for a while. Johnny, what's your favorite pizza place in Toronto? There's a place at Yonge and Eglinton called Classico that's quite good, but I'm kind of a sucker for just Domino's Brooklyn. At least value-wise. Trash on me all you want. I'm not afraid to admit it. I like Domino's. Massimo's is good. Hey, Denise. Yes, Deborah, well, if I had any common sense, I would have made a few videos in advance and taken the weekend off. Thank you, Jack. It's kind of a make or break game for the Raptors tomorrow. MR, I thought Domino's always did carry out. I usually order mine through the app for pickup. It even tells you exactly the status of the pizza. So we are at 11,000 steps right now. When I finish today, I think it'll probably be close to 25. This is Young and King. There's a chain in Asia called Shakey's. It's like an all-you-can-eat pizza place that I quite like. I remember having it in Tokyo, and I had it in the Philippines once. I wish we had a Shakey's pizza here. All right, this is King Street. Domino's pan is excellent. Ooh, we've cracked 300 people as we're winding down. All right, I'm just gonna beeline straight to the lake here, and then we're gonna finish the video when we get to Lake Ontario. How does that sound? I miss it 2K. I hope we can travel there soon. Pizza Hut is good too. Yeah, I wish they would import Shakey's to Toronto and not Jollibee. I was not particularly impressed with Jollibee, but Shakey's was great. Oh, that's neat, Jojo. I didn't know that. Good night, Susan. Well, it's gonna get dark in about half an hour, so I want to catch the sundown on the next video. No, I haven't Matt Budd. So I'm just gonna walk my butt off after this, and then I'll go home and I'll have that Popeyes and a beer. Wraps on at 7. I had Shake Shack in Vegas, but I don't remember it at all. Would you ever get a North? I've had a DMZ tour. Jeanette, what's up with Jollibee pasta? To me, it tastes like that frozen Michelina stuff. Why are they selling that in a fast food restaurant? Is this video in vivo? No, I don't use any other platforms. You're going to be tired. Maybe, Constance. I didn't do anything all day. I just sat in my butt and watched Netflix and Prime. And I jumped into the comments and I replied to a few. Pretty Jesse, I do. What did you watch? Oh, I watched garbage. Like I usually do. I end up watching 20 minutes of a movie and then I switch. I actually watched School of Rock on Amazon Prime. I don't know why. I've seen that too many times and I don't even think it's good. And then I watched one of those stupid shows on Netflix, Hamptons, something about selling homes in the Hamptons. It was a knockoff of that Selling Sunset show. But I didn't actually see anyone sell any homes the whole show. It was just people fighting with each other. And I had the feeling it was all scripted. It's like that feeling when you're watching trash TV and you know it, but you just keep doing it anyways. All right, this is the Esplanade. Dead to Me. Is that the Christina Applegate TV show? I think I've been watching that. You watched 20 minutes of a movie, yeah. I've actually found Amazon Prime's movies are better than Netflix, their back catalog. I don't know when that happened, but they seem to have a lot of really good older movies now. Lisa, I haven't seen Equalizer. Instead of trash TV, you watch this. That's quite cultured of you, Kyle. Oh, shout out to Andrea. Working mom is fun. I haven't seen it, Kyle. All right, Lisa, I'll have to add it to my list. Uncle Buck, that's a classic. I think my favorite John Candy movie was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Have a good night, Jan. Another good John Candy movie was Cool Runnings. He was in one called Canadian Bacon, but that was a terrible movie. All right, Deborah, have a good night. You almost made it to the end, Deborah. As soon as I get to Lake Ontario, I'm swapping cameras and recording a different walk. I'm using a Fitbit to count my steps. I think the Sobeys is a few blocks to the west from here. Yeah, the Gardner is in a forever crumbling state, that's for sure. This is Harbor Street, where I'm reasonably confident in this jaywalking mission right here. Marie, I'm gonna record just a regular video because I don't have one for tomorrow. So I'm gonna be quite lazy with the editing on it, guys. I'm just gonna film it and upload it as it is. We must hatch a lot of Pokemon eggs. We're gonna fall just short of 2 hours on this one. That's okay. I'd just like to thank everyone who has watched and for everyone behaving in the chat. That's amazing. Thanks for the super chats. If you're not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor and do it if you're interested. Check out my new Johnny Stumbles channel. I have a very weird video that I'll be posting on that channel tomorrow. It's not like anything I've posted, and it's also filmed in a place I don't even remember. I don't even know where it is. I literally just edited the video and I had to say this is somewhere because I don't know, and I got the date off the time of the file. So check out the video on Johnny Stumbles tomorrow. I think that'll be around 12:30. I'll publish that one. And we are almost at the lake. Oh, I'm gonna miss the light. That's fun. Stompin' Tom Connor's rules. Thank you, Sunshine. Thank you, Avatar. There's a tired-looking Johnny Strides. All right, Deborah. I shall read your PM at some time much later tonight. Thank you, ECHE. I don't know how to say that. Etch. You're welcome, Social. Jesse, I do. But unfortunately this year, that obviously didn't happen. All right. So we have got to the starting point of my next video, pretty much. Thank you, Susan. Ichu, as in Johnny, you made me fall extra left. You're welcome. All right, guys. We did it. All of Queen Street West, down to the lake. Good night, Susan. Lily, hello. You're here just in time to say good night. Thanks for the super chat, guys. Don't forget to subscribe and all that stuff YouTubers are supposed to say. And
Fried pad thai.
all right, have yourself a good night, everyone. And thanks for watching.